fan favorites. Also, where's ASAT? He's a P8 user. Let me guess, you're all at the same table. That would help a lot. Joey Alera? Oh, there's a couple. John Paul and Joey. Wait, this way. And yes.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
Thank you, Huawei, for having us here and with our fellow consumers.
Yes, so I'm Ray De Jesus. I'm one of the I'm one of the administrators of One Huawei Philippines, and we are here to talk about. So we're going to be talking about our Huawei journey, how it all started. Well, for me, the very first Huawei phone that I had was a Huawei P9, and honestly, it wasn't my first choice. But when I held it, when I went to a store and held a Huawei P9, it felt so good to hold, and it looks stunning. It's a handsome phone. And since then, I've been a Huawei user. I had a Huawei Nexus 6P. I had I'm currently using the Huawei P10. And the reason I decided to stay with Huawei, well, I switched brands actually. I had a Sony, an Asus, I had OnePlus. But the reason why I decided to stay with Sony is because Huawei is hitting all of the things that I really want and need in a smartphone. First is design. They look unique. They have this glass strip at the back, which started with a Huawei P8, and then P9 had it, and the P10 also has it, even the Mate 10, right? And what else? Software updates. When I was using the Huawei P9, I purchased it running Marshmallow, and it was upgraded to Nougat, same as the well, Huawei P10 is still running Nougat, but I believe it's going to receive an update. A very big battery life. Like, imagine this one is very thin, but it packs a 200 milliamp hour battery. There. And that's bigger than most of it, like most of the bigger phones. So, fast connectivity. So, lahat. So, actually, it's an overall phone eh. Pero people don't realize it because people think na, hey, Huawei is a Chinese brand, it's like a poor quality, it's made in China, but we're all wrong. Kasi most of the people here standing are like, well, maybe had that impression before, pero when we had the chance to use it, they became brand ambassadors too. They referred to their friends, like, hey, Huawei is a good brand. I even asked my mom, she purchased a GR5 2017, that's her first phone. And right now, she's using the Nova 2i. So, halos lahat na ng pamilya ko na Huawei. So yeah, that's my journey naman sa Huawei. And you know, Coco is gonna talk about how the community started. So, there.
Okay, so recently we saw the launch of the Huawei Mate 10. So we all know that it packs the AI features, mas mabilis, mas battery friendly, everything that you couldn't imagine possible within a phone, we already have with the Mate 10. So yeah, the design for photography, we have these features like the f1.6 for the camera. So even at low light, even at night, we can have very clear photos most of the time. So yeah, thanks. So for my Huawei journey, I wasn't a Huawei user before. So either you have a Korean brand phone. So we have our classmates, Samsung, we have the LG, Asus. We have these different brands available in the market. So I wasn't a Huawei fan before, and I even thought, yeah, the same concept, the same idea. Most of us have that for most Filipinos, that China-made products are probably not so sturdy. We have doubts. So back then I was using an LG phone. So I think most of us are familiar with what happened with the 2014 models, starting with the LG G4 and onwards. We have slight hardware problems that they haven't, well, they didn't rectify, and the consumers immediately, didn't like how they handled it. So the first time I stumbled upon Huawei was with the help of my girlfriend, sitting right there. We were at SM Mall of Asia, I think, and she mentioned that Huawei is offering a trade-in program for the P9 back then. So I was interested in the brand when I learned that it had the Leica branding. So given that I am a photography enthusiast, mobile photography in particular, I was interested and wanted to know more. So I did my research, started with what Huawei is, what products they have, what smartphones, and what technology they had. So I didn't look at the P9. I saw the P9 Plus. So the reason is, with the P9 Plus and with the P10 Plus, the Mate 9, even, well, right now I already have the Mate 10. They all have the infrared blaster. So the IR blaster, you can use it as a remote. So you can turn off appliances, your TV, aircon, your DVD player, whatever component or whatever device that Huawei can remote, you can use your remote. Basically it can. So yeah, after that we have another co-admin. He is the founder actually of the Facebook group that he started. So he unfortunately he is studying for doctorate, taking his doctorate. So yeah. Looking at the photo here, we have another kalbo. One of the best photography. Wedding photographer Sir Carlo Acetre. I think some of you already are familiar with him. So he started the workshops, the photography workshops, with the Huawei group that we have, the original one, the Huawei P10, P9, the one with the longest title right now. So we started with about five to seven participants. Just your basic photography workshop. We have the basics of photography, like the exposure triangle, more on the lighting, more on concepts, and how to handle the pro mode or the manual mode of the Huawei P9 when it was available. So Yeah, I blacked out my side of the photo. So next. Oops, sorry. This is the second workshop. So we had a bigger group this time, about 10 to 12 participants. This is also where Rai and I first met personally. And yeah,
Yeah, so this is the second workshop kasi the first workshop was kind of like successful and everyone's asking about it. Like, when will be the next one? So after this one, after the 2 months, yeah, this was one of the photos that we took on the second workshop. So we used the light painting mode of the Huawei P9.
yeah, this is pitch black along Harbor Square,
Yeah.
Manila, Ross Boulevard.
And this, so you see more letters, more people. Dumadami kami. This was sa BGC.
The one with the
Kasalikasan Garden.
yeah, Burgos Circle.
So this was the first workshop that Huawei Philippines supported. So, you know, they gave us like phones to give away to our
Yeah.
consumers.
We would like to thank
Yeah.
Sir Tommy,
Sir Tommy.
Miss Serene,
Yeah.
and the rest, Sir Alex, and then Miss Emma.
So there.
Yeah.
And then we have this collaboration with our mobile photography group. So we also have an existing Manila Mobile Shutterbox, and most of the people there are using Huawei phones
Yeah,
there.
but this group is open to all mobile users, mobile photographers.
And then, so we started growing. So from this, what happened?
So yeah, this is just as Rai said. This is the first workshop that Huawei supported us with. So we already have about I think this was 48 to 50 participants. And for some reason, we're all wearing blue. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
this is a video from the Kasalikasan workshop.
So yan, that's what we do.
So yeah, we would like to thank Sir Mark Bondoc for the video, and also Sir Eugene Geronimo, the one who won. He's here.
Actually, yung mga nanalo sa workshop nandito yata lahat.
Gio,
Si Gio,
and then
sino yung last?
Chololo,
Cholo.
Christopher.
There.
Also there.
Mga tirador ng cellphone.
They all want GR5s. So this is one. This is where Gio won.
The second winner.
And this is our latest workshop, our last workshop in Paco Park, Manila.
Yep.
So here we are already about 55?
55.
50 plus.
Yeah.
Can fit in smartphone. Yeah.
So our community is really growing. A lot of people are switching to Huawei, and most of the people here, we're just like observers in our group. The reasons why they switched is because I see that Huawei phones are taking great photos, so that's why. But they can't maximize the features of their phones, so that's why they attend our workshops. So there. And we had our online giveaway then for the Huawei Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, Miss Caris could not make it due to personal matters. So yes, right now we're promoting the One Huawei Philippines group, Facebook group. So yeah, in case you want to join, we welcome everyone.
So just search on Facebook One Huawei Philippines, and everyone's welcome to join.
Right. And handing you over, we have our. So we have our fellow ambassadors here on our right. So and they're going to share their experiences also with their Huawei phones, their personal Huawei journeys.
Hello everyone, I'm Jan Rose. Nagtatrabaho kasi kaming dalawa ng husband ko sa isa sa partner ni Huawei, which is Mema Express. Just want to greet my two bosses, Sir John and Sir Jeff. That way. Hi sir. Yan po. Sa amin, sa journey namin sa Huawei, dahil nga nagtatrabaho kami sa telco business, halos lahat ng brand ng smartphones na gamit na namin. Pero dito sa Huawei talagang na-fascinate kaming mag-asawa. Ito nga yung unang phone na ginawa naming couple phone. Yung una naming couple phone, GR5 2017. Tapos ngayon naka-Nova 2i kami. Kasi very fascinated kami dun sa, yan yung baby namin. Yung baby kasi namin sobrang, lahat ng moments niya gusto naming ma-capture. And dahil sa Huawei, lahat ng every single moment na kasama namin yung anak namin, every single moment na may ginagawa siya, nakaka-capture ng Huawei. And yung husband ko kasi nasa Bacoor siya, tapos umuwi ng Tansa. Very helpful talaga sa amin yung Huawei kasi nakakapag-communicate kami with each other through data lang sa bahay namin. Unlike nung mga dating brands na ginagamit ko, sobrang hirap talaga mag-communicate. Kaya very thankful talaga ako kasi merong Huawei para mag-bind yung family namin. Yun lang. Thank you.
I'm John Paul, husband of John Rose. I'm Xiaomi user before switching in Huawei phone. I decided nung sumali ako sa mobile photography group, nakita ko yung mga pictures nila using Huawei phones. Then I switched to Huawei. Then yun nga, GR5 yung una naming couple phones. Then decide to Nova 2i. And now, gamit na namin ngayon P10, P10 Plus. Switch na kami para mas maganda yung capture ng mga moment namin sa baby namin. Yun lang po.
Joey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to thank Huawei for inviting us here. And my Huawei journey started last May, and as a frequent traveler, I need a camera that can take good pictures, especially at night, capture the moments as they happen, and be able to tell the stories and experiences in my trip. So.